If you were to want to convey a feeling, a sensation in your art composition, you might want to study the painting A Shepherdess by Jan Sieberechts, which was painted in 1666. The painting depicts a peaceful scene of cows in a pasture with a shepherdess seated next to two metal jugs. We will examine the following strategies. 1. Basic thrust map. 2. Dominant contrast. 3. Radiating lines. 4. Change of charge. 5. No-tan. 6. Silhouette. 7. Armature. And 8. Arabesque. 1. In the thrust map, the dominant diagonal line passes across the shoulders of the shepherdess, connecting her to the jugs. The dominant vertical thrust goes through the shepherdess, showing that she is the subject on which we are meant to focus. The sinister angle of the dominant diagonal suggests a moment that is secret and sacred. Why? We wonder together and explore further. There are many horizontal thrusts in this painting, but the one that seems to travel the farthest across the image moves directly underneath the udder of a recumbent cow and under the shepherdess's breast, underlining the connection between the udder and the breast. 2. The dominant contrast shows the lightest light next to the darkest dark. In its largest area, the highest contrast is between the light-colored collar and the black bodice. This placement draws the viewer's eye initially to the chest area of the shepherdess. Once the eye travels here, however, there is a micro-contrast that gives more information about the story. A small, curved, dark line outlines the curve of her white, exposed breast. This is the true dominant contrast. 3. As if we weren't beginning to be sure that this is a story about the breast of the shepherdess, several radiating lines point to the area of dominant contrast, adding intensity to the exposed breast. But intensity of what? The viewer must continue to explore the strategy. 4. The change of charge shows a bevy of horizontal lines running through the top portion of the painting. But once we get to the level of the dominant horizontal, the lines change. A series of parallel diagonals conveys a dynamic message of movement, instability, and vulnerability. These diagonal lines bring our focus once again to the breast. 5. The no-tan features the shepherdess as well. Contrasting values not only bring focus to her vulnerable and perhaps unstable breast, but the whitest whites distinctly connect her to the cows in the painting. An undulating curve over two cows leads the eye to the milkmaids milking cows in the distance. 6. The silhouettes confirm that it's all about the shepherdess and something going on with her breast. They also show that the cows are connected with this story. 7. The armature fans out from the lower right corner to connect the jugs, the breast, the relaxed cows, the two lowing cows, the milkmaids, and the relaxed cows in the distance. This vector shows that the jugs are milk jugs, the woman is like the cows, the lowing cows are bellowing to be milked, the cows that are being milked are peaceful, and our poor shepherdess relates to the cows strongly. We now know the intense demand for relief that she is experiencing in her breast. 8. The dominant arabesque confirms that only a flow from her breast into the milk jugs will give relief. In the end, the hardworking shepherdess is experiencing a secret sensation that she need not tell anyone about. She is lactating just like the cows, and it is past time for her to find release from the intense sensation in her breast. She is ready to go home and feed her baby, which is indeed a sacred experience.